Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today we will talk about semester first assignments for the subject management theory and practices. So guys, this is for April 2023 cycle. So April cycle is specifically for those students who might have not able to submit their assignments in the regular December cycle, December 2022 cycle, or might be they have got some copy case or some zero marks and maybe less marks overall from subject perspective. So for those students, this video you can just refer to just submit your assignments for the subject management theory. So if I talk about the subject, this is a completely theoretical subject and you can easily relate it if you are working professional. It's similar to the all the stuff which you are doing in your professional career, more towards the management side. Similar to other subjects, we are having three questions: first, second, third A, and third B. So if you see at the top, we are having this April 2023 cycle. We are having three questions: first, second, third A, and third B. Each question carries of 10 marks. Third question is of 5 marks. So maximum word count is of 1,000 words, plus minus 10% is acceptable. Two important things which you need to keep in your mind: one is plagiarism and second is copy case. So don't directly copy paste the content or the stuff from internet, or maybe from book, NMIMS, or any other source. And second thing is, once you are done with your assignment, just complete it and upload it to the portal. Don't share it with your friends or colleagues. Yes, you can share it after the last date is over, so that's totally fine. But prior to that, if you just share it and some other friend or colleague will upload the same assignment, you both will get 0 marks and you need to submit the assignment the next time, means the third time, right? And if you're uploading the assignment for the third time, I think there are some charges, I think 500 or 600 bucks that you need to pay if you are uploading it for the third time. So please be cautious and just submit the assignments wisely. Yeah. So let's see about the different questions. If I talk about the very first question: you are hired as a consultant by the Thakur Publications, a newly set up organization dealing in the publishing books. The CEO wants you to guide the newly recruited management trainees about the principles of management. Explain the factors affecting management thought. It's pretty much straightforward. We need to talk about the 14 principles given by the Henry Foyle. But prior to that, being it's a 14 marks, sorry, it's a 10 marks question. So you need to mention a little bit about management. What is management? So you just give what is management, that you can just refer. History, ideally, it's not required. Then you can just refer the on page number 6, 1.3 point approaches to the management. There are two approaches. The older one were the classical approaches, and the second one is the uh, modern approaches. In this, maybe you can just give one or two liners. It depends on the word count. If you are having the word count free and spare, then you can just give one or two liner: what is classical approach and what is the new approach, modern approach. And last but not the least, you need to talk about the 14 principles of management which were given by the Henry Foyle, like the division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of the individual interest to the general interest, remuneration, centralization, scalar chain, order, equity, stability of tenure of personal initiative, and aspiratory corps. So these are the 14 principles. Just read it and write it down on your own stuff, or maybe you can just simply Google out and you can get a lot much content. That's pretty much straightforward. So first question, there is nothing much. Going to our second question: the newly set up the management team is divided in their deliberation on a certain topic and requires your help. The core area of this discussion is whether the management can be a profession or not. As a head of the forum, can you throw some light on whether the management can be a profession? Right. So if you refer to the book, maybe you can just see. Firstly, you just need to talk a little bit about the management, the same thing we had done in the first question. Because say if I talk about the second question, we need to talk about the management as a profession. If you go to the book, you will find the management as an art is given, management as a science is given, but management as a profession is not given in detail, right? So maybe you can, obviously you need to refer a little bit content from the internet. But if I talk specifically about the book, then a very, due to very less content, you need to write 100 200 words a little bit extra of some other things that definitely it's relatable to your the question. So we are talking a little bit about, okay, what is management, what is the definition, what are the different approaches or viewpoints. So you can just mention, I'm not saying to just write 400 500 words, but yes, just give a brief introductory part of the management. What is management? You can just simply give a definition in layman terms. Then you can talk about the nature and purpose of the management. That's again relatable to the question. That's why I'm just mentioning that it's goal oriented and purposive. It is universal, it is continuous, it is a management activity, and it is intangible. So these are the points which you can relate it while referring to the management as a profession. So that's why it's important to just mention these points. And after that, highlight the key pointers with respect to the management as a profession. So it's given on the page number 30. As I mentioned earlier, it's not directly given, but yes, it's mentioned like it requires, if I talk about the management, it requires a specialized skills applicable in the large scale organization and interest of the society. Considering management as a separate discipline, it involves the certain kind of researches, observations, and practices. Then it involves certain rules and regulations to in order to achieve certain kind of set and predefined goals. It requires the practitioner to have a proper understanding and the training and regular updates to the professionalism. And last but not the least, bears the responsibility towards the members of society like the consumer, investors, stakeholders, shareholders, employees, and others. So in this way, you can just highlight key pointers, or just you can just narrate it in a paragraph mode, right? But yes, this is a very low content, so you can just refer to the internet, and after that, you need to conclude, because it's being asked that whether it's a profession, it can be considered as a profession. So yes, it can be considered. And after that, in the concluding line, you can just write 2 or 3 liners that why this is being considered as a profession. So this is all about the second question. Now moving to our third question. In third, we are having two parts, and we need to stick to 500 words, or maybe 500 or 520 30 words. That's fine. So talking about the question, Mercer, a famous hotel chain in India, is losing its market share to its peers. The main reason of contributing to the same is that there is a lot of conflict within the organization due to its correct and timely decisions are not being taken. The company has hired you as a consultant to understand and solve this issue. Explain the different types of conflicts that arise in this organization. So we need to talk about what are conflicts, what are the different types of conflicts. So firstly, we need to talk, okay, what is conflict normally happens in the corporate culture, because we are talking about the corporate world. So you can just mention, and after that, you need to talk about the 4 types of conflicts. What is first is interpersonal, second is intrapersonal, third is intergroup, and fourth one is intragroup. So interpersonal is between two persons, intrapersonal is within the same person, intergroup is between two different groups, and intergroup is within the same group. Definitely you can just mention, and in intergroup you can mention about the vertical or the lateral or diagonal conflicts, and you can just mention a little bit about all this stuff. So that's all about the third A question. Then talking about the third B question, explain what strategies can be used by the marketer to resolve these kind of conflicts. So it's given on page number 59. Explain conflict resolution techniques. So if I talk about, it's clearly mentioned in the book. We are having the different techniques, like one is competing, second is collaborating, third is accommodating, fourth is avoiding, and last but not the least about the compromising. So it purely depends, either you are just in a conflicting mode, or see, at the end of the day, the end goal is to just resolve that particular conflict. So either you can be at an upper end, or you need to go at a lower end, or maybe it's a blend of both the stuff. So it's mentioned like avoiding, you simply avoid it. Accommodate, you just cater the other person's need. Compete is giving you as a priority. Collaborating is mixing up in both, and compromising, it's again the similar kind of thing, where they just have some mutual agreement, and they just work on the common goals. So these are the different techniques which you can refer in the third B question, right? So this is all about the MTP. It's pretty much straightforward. So and if you have any doubts or facing any challenges, feel free to just connect to me at NGASCE june.mba@gmail.com. And if you like this video, do like to subscribe and stay connected for my further videos. So this was the last video for our April cycle, and after that we are moving to our June regular cycle. For again, I will just try to work for all the semesters. So just stay tuned, stay connected, and see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.